Mike filming here. Just wondering, we're going into this scrimmage, second time we've seen these teams. What are you telling the boys?
Well, I had the luxury of being on the ice for 14U AAA's practice this morning, so I know what they're going to be bringing to the table, but I also inform them of what we're trying to do. That way both teams are kind of, trying to do a little bit of work on each other's system play to help us out next weekend. So really I just want to see us stick to the system, get pucks deep, and work really hard for the puck. And I think if we play like that, then we have a chance to beat these guys.
Sounds great. Good luck. All right, folks, we are here in Raleigh, North Carolina, as the 14U AAA team is going to face off against our Carolina Junior Hurricanes 15U Black. Looks like a good day for hockey in here. Ice is looking fresh. We got our representatives here in the stripes. And we are taking it live, folks. I have been told not to use any nicknames today, but since I do not make a habit of listening to what teenagers have to say to me, I will be using all the nicknames I want. So to all the kids listening out there, don't tell your mamas what to do, because we are not good listeners. Mainly because we do not have to listen to you. All right. Well, we're still warming up here. We got about a minute left in the warm-up here in Wake Forest, North Carolina. Look at it on my phone. Yeah, he can. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Yeah, that looks like us. Hold on. If I go to subscriptions, yeah, that's us. To see how we're live. Yeah. Yeah, you can send that to your team, and they can watch if they want. All right, we're going to have other people watching today, so I'll keep my comments clean. All right, welcome to everybody tuning in far and wide. Again, we are scrimmaging here, 15U Junior Canes Black, that's our team, against the 14U AAA team. Should be a friendly competition here. Good matchup. Coach Zach says they're ready. The coaches have exchanged notes in an attempt to work against the system, and then we will try to work our system. So we'll see how that goes. Who has the best system? Who has the best counter system? That's how it's going to go today. Hopefully I'm in a good spot. I wish I was like a foot taller, but a little bit hard to see the edges there. I mean, Mike is up on something that does not look like it should hold a person, so I'm worried about him. But he is the dad of Baker Biscuit Maker, so he'll be fine. I bet he's very agile. Okay, warm-up's over. Pucks have been collected, and we are going to regroup here and get, well, I guess group for the first time and drop the puck. Hopefully we'll get started, because I've been talking for a long time with nothing happening. All right, looks like we got Flitty, Salty Stalty, and Mason Zarnowski, because he does not want to be called Z-Man. Sneaky Pete and CP in the backcourt. That's Griffin. GCP. All right. Stalty's going to take the face off here. And let's get this game going. We are ready to rumble. Hopefully not too much rumbling. All right, White wins the face-off. back to their D. They send it deep into our zone. Looks like Sneaky Pete's going around to retrieve that puck. Fight off the boards. White comes away with it. They try to center. We block. It's over on the boards. That's the one place I'm not going to be able to see all that great. Sorry. Sneaky Pete up to Flitty. Flitty over to Salty Stalty. Up. Tries to get it. Oh, sorry. That was Sarnowski to Salty Stalty. He tried to get it up to Flitty, but then that was intercepted. We now have the puck behind our own goal. Pass up. White has it. White sends it into our zone. Pyatt has the puck. Pyatt sends it behind for Sneaky Pete, who sends it back to Pyatt, who sends it back to Sneaky Pete. And that puck comes around, kept it at the point by White. Shot taken at the point, and that is swallowed by Robert. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's Robert. Sorry. All right. We've got Sir Kennedy, Robo, Waller the Baller, and Addie and Cholak on the ice. I think they won that face-off. I was not paying great attention, but that puck goes out of play. And we'll start over. Facing off to Robert's right. All right, Sir Kennedy to take the puck, or take the face-off. And well, nobody wins that face-off, but somehow it's on goal. Or not really. The goalie stopped it. White takes it behind their own goal, sends it around. They block it off, hits the skate of the ref. White sends it up into our zone. Nice stick by Robo to keep that out of the center. That shot is wide by White. And that's Cholak fighting for the puck. He gets over to Robo. That's Addie. Addie tries to get it out, but it's kept in by White. White has the puck in our zone. Now we have the puck in our zone. That was Waller up to Cholak, but then it gets to White. White has the puck in the neutral zone, and they send it into our zone. They're just past the red line, so no icing. That's Cholak. He sends it around, and it's coming out. That will be icing if it gets to the back, but it is on goal, so it's not icing. All right, White has the puck again. They're trying to get it out. We keep in. That's Alves. We've got the LaPlante, Desforget, Alves. No, that's Dr. J to you. All right, that was a shot by either LaPlante or Desforget. The goalie blocked it. We've got DT4 and the Barty Party on the backcourt. That's Dr. J sends it deep into our offensive zone. Goalie leaves it for his man, who sends it, and that is icing on White. Okay, icing on White will bring us to their zone for the face-off. We're getting a line change here. We got Hannock, Marks, and Baker Biscuit Maker. The Barty Party and DT4 will stay on D, facing off to the right of their goalie. We got 12:32 left in the first period. Tied at 0-0 so far. It looks like White kind of won that face-off. We'll give them that win. For my regular viewers, you know I'm not always all too clear on who wins the face-off. That's a shot, misses the net. And puck is coming back into the zone. Nice wheels by Hannock to get that. Hannock and Mark's working as a team there. Puck comes to the center, and it's picked up by White and rainbowed into the zone. That is no icing, and we pick it up. Peterson to Pyatt. Look at me not using nicknames. I am trying. All right, they're fighting for the puck over on the boards. It comes out, and Pyatt has the puck. Pyatt tries to get it over to Peterson, and he does. Peterson to Hannock. That's Baker. Baker sends it deep, and it's tipped by White, so no icing. Stalty's on. It looks like we're getting a line change. Pyatt's still on, but we've got Z-Man, Flitty, and Salty Stalty, Sneaky Pete, and GCP. All right, there's Mason Zarnowski. All right, White has the puck in their own zone. Flitcroft putting on good pressure. Nice stick there by Pyatt, but we are offsides. And I think we forgot we couldn't do tag up. So we are playing a 14U team, so we can't do tag up offside. So I think that's what they were aiming for. Now we're getting called for intentional offsides, which I think it was intentional because he was thinking we could tag up. So White wins that face off. Back to the D. They send it deep into our zone. The muffin goes tumbling behind the net, and it's picked up over on the side. Nice stick by Cholak to get that out of the center, and looks like Flitcroft's able to get it out of the zone. Sorry, that was Mason. See, if I can't use the nickname, I mess up. All right. That's Flitty. Flitty to Salty Salty. Salty Salty's on his booty, but he's okay. Here comes White with some speed. Good job by Mason Zarnowski to put a little pressure on that guy there. There's Robo. Robo goes up to Flitcroft, and that's coming deep. No icing. Oh, I thought it wasn't going to be icing. I thought they touched it. All right, apparently that was icing. So we'll go all the way back down to our zone. All right, 10:31 left in the first. 0-0 game. Looks like we've got Waller the Baller, DT4. Addie the Batty, Sir Kennedy, and the Barty Party on the ice for Black. I think we won that face-off. I'm going to give us the face-off win. Addie swats that into the neutral zone, but it goes straight to White. White has the puck. They send it up. We try to stop it. It's stopped by the Barty Party, who gets it to DT4. A little bit with some speed. Yeah, that was speedy. That was number 25 on White with the first goal of the game. He pulled a little bit of an ankle breaker there on DT4. 10:09 in the first is the first goal of the game. All right. Sir Kennedy to take the face-off. We win that face-off. And that is 16, sends it deep. No icing. It's on goal. Goalie sends it over to the side. Picked up at the point. Whoop. That was Sneaky Pete who took a shot from the point. And it was covered by their goalie. All right, we'll face off in White zone. 9:56 left in the first. We've got DeForge, LaPlante, Alves, Hyatt, and Peterson on the ice for Black. Alves to take the face-off. White wins the face-off. 16 sends it deep. That was Sneaky Pete. All right, White has the puck in their own zone. They send it to the point. Hyatt keeps it. Bounces off the skate of the White player and out of play. All right, facing off to the left of White's goalie in their zone. Alves takes the face-off. White wins the face-off. White sends it to the point. It's kept in by Sneaky Pete. Board battle there behind the goal. There's Marshall. Marshall has the puck. He sends it to the center, picked up by White. And White's chasing for it. Pyatt's there. Nice stick by Pyatt. He takes that lunch money and spins it. All right, that is White. White sends it in. Pyatt sends it back. Wow, puck's out of play again. We're going to run out of pucks. Don't worry, Coach Tyler got it. All right, great shift by that line. Good effort. We've got a new line on now. Marks, Hannick, Baker, Robo, and Cholak. Hannick's going to take the face off, but these people are cramming in. All right, Black wins that face off. Nice face off win by Hannick. But then White gets it. They take a shot, blocked by Robert. Hannick to Baker. Picked up by White in the neutral zone. Ooh. Sorry, I can't see what's happening over there. Puck's coming around. And it's just going back and forth. That's nothing exciting. All right. Let's see who gets there first. White gets there first to send it deep in our zone. White also gets there first as it comes around. They send it over to the side that I can't see. Shot taken, saved by Robert. Looks like White uses their point to try to get a shot off, but that kind of bounces weird. And White picks it up in the neutral zone again. Nice pressure by Marks there. Cholak has the puck. He's going to go behind our own net, regroup a little bit. Oh, he's going to ice the puck. All right, little over 8 minutes left in the first. Black's down 0-1. Salty Stalty, Flitty, DT4, the Barty Party, and Mason Zarnowski on the ice for Black. Oh. All right, that was a messy face-off. I'm going to say nobody won that. The puck is loose behind our net, and we are fighting for it. There are people, bodies all over the ice there. All right, they try to center, picked up by the Barty Party and sent into their zone. Oh, nice job there. Nice job by Mason Zarnowski. Oh, he almost gets the goal. Barely blocked by their goalie. The Barty Party turns around and sends another one to the net. Blocked by their goalie. Good goaltending there. That was nice shift, though. Nice effort. Here's the Barty Party. He sends it deep. It's on net. And the goalie's gonna cover. He has lost his stick. Probably a smart move on his part. He did not have his stick available. So 7:26 left in the first. We are still down 0-1. Got Waller, Addie, Sir Kennedy, Griffin Pyatt, and Sneaky Pete. Addie just told that kid, hey, you're not in the right spot. He flicked him with his stick and told him to get back. All right. That's Sneaky Pete going for that. Oh, nice block there. Oh, Pyatt putting his whole body on the line there to keep that puck from getting to the net. Awesome defense by Pyatt there. And that puck comes out. I think that's going to be icing. Yeah. Icing is boring. All right. Seems like there's been a lot of icing happening here. All right, well, that was icing, and it goes all the way down to our end. Same people are on the ice. All right. I'll say we won that face-off. Since I get to say whatever I want to say, I got the microphone. All right. I don't know. We're just tick-tocking back and forth here in the neutral zone. Ultimately, it goes into our zone, though. Picked up by the D in our zone, sent around the boards. Picked up by Addie, who centers it to Waller. Waller kicks it over to the boards and sends it into White's zone. Waller's going to dump, and then he chases. Waller's got the puck behind the net, but is picked up by White at that moment. White has the puck. They're skating through. We need to put a little pressure on White there. Nice stick there. That was number 11, Waller, who has that good stick there. Here's Addie the Batty, sends it around. We are getting a line change. Here comes Dr. J with some speed. We're going to get Desforges and LaPlante on the ice as well. For those at home, it's DeForge and LaPlante, but I'm just enjoying myself here. All right, White has the puck in the neutral zone. This is Robo. Robo has the puck. He gets it up to DeForge. DeForge has the puck, sends it to the center, sends it to Marshall. Marshall takes a great shot, goes off the pads of the goalie and out of play. Good effort. Nice pass by DeForge to LaPlante. That was almost a goal. Good clean passing there. All right, same people out. We're going to face off to the right of White's goalie in their zone. White wins that face off. And White gets it out there in the neutral zone. Here comes White. And they take a shot and they score. I'm pretty sure that was a shot by Brenda Moore. No, Norris, sorry. 2-0. White's in the lead. 5.5 minutes left in the first period. This seems like a really long first period. All right, Marks, Hannick, Baker, the Party Party, and DT4 on the ice for Black. Yes, and that is the time to stop that song. She knew when. She knew what to do. I'll tell you who it is. It's Petey Powell, but I won't tell you what happens next. All right. So, anyway, that's icing on White, and as I mentioned before, icing's kind of boring. We're going to come all the way back into White zone. All right, we'll face off to the left of White's goalie after the icing call on White. All right, that's a Black face-off win. Shot by Barty. It kind of deflected off somebody's skate, and then Baker was able to take a shot, missed a little wide, but good attempt. Nice fight here. Hannick to Baker. Baker takes a shot. It's pushed to the side, I think, by the goalie's pad. I couldn't quite see that, but another good attempt. And this guy is fast. Oh, nice stick by Robert. Oh, wow. That was a shot, and it hits the side of the net. Saved by Robert. All right, looks like we have Mason Zarnowski, Salty Stalty, Flitty, GCP, and probably Sneaky Pete. Yep, Sneaky Pete. All right, puck goes high, picked up by White, and then picked up by Sneaky Pete. Sneaky Pete's putting the pressure on. He's going to skate up. He's trying to get the puck out, and he does. And this is White in the neutral zone right in front of me, causing a little chaos here. And here's White with the puck. They pass it through the neutral zone, tipped by their own player and picked up by Flitty. Stalty sends it in. Stalty dumps it deep, and he's going to chase, but the goalie picks it up. Well, I'm not sure what the call is there. Maybe we were offsides. I don't know how we could have been offsides, though, because he dumped that and chased it. Oh, we're getting a penalty. Penalty on number 36 in White, Mahoney. So your 15U Black team will be on the power play. Our power play unit out right now is the same line as before. Flitty, Salty Stalty, Griffin, and Sneaky Pete. Mason Zarnowski is on taking the face off. All right. I'm not sure who won that face off, but ultimately it's coming down in our zone. Now remember, it is icing because we're playing a 14U team. So when they send it the length of the ice in the PK, it is icing this time around. All right, so we're in our zone for the power play. So maybe we could get down in the other zone. That'd be good. All right, Hyatt has the puck. Hyatt has one of the other teammates, the other team all over him. I mean, not in a bad way, just defense there. All right. There's Mason Zarnowski to Salty Stalty, who sends it up for Flitty. Flitty's in the zone cleanly. They are pushing him to the side. He is working hard. He's saying, hello, can I get a penalty? They are tying me up. That was definitely interference, and definitely not called. All right, kept in at the point. Comes out. Robo gets the puck. Robo sends it over to Sir Kennedy. Sir Kennedy sends it to the center, but the only people there are white jerseys. And that's picked up in our zone by Cholak. We got 14 seconds left on the power play. No icing, and we're down in our zone. Sir Kennedy fighting for it. 6 seconds left on the power play. That's Addie. Addie gives it up to White. White passes through. We've got even strength now. Sir Kennedy to Waller. Waller sends it to the net. It's saved. It's loose. And it's swatted to the side by their D. Onsides, Robo keeps. And then it comes out. Cholak's back. Cholak sends it over. And we're offsides. This hard. We're used to the tag up, and they were trying to get off, or I guess they were trying to get onsides. All right, 2:27 left in the first. Still 0-2. All right, and every time we do that, we're called for intentional offsides because, I mean, it's hard because we're used to the delayed offsides. But, all right, Black wins that face-off. That's an Alves wins the face-off. We've got Alves, DeForge, LaPlante, Barden, and Taylor on the ice for Black. That's DeForge fighting for the puck, picked up by DT4. DT4 has the puck, sends it over to somebody. I don't know. I can't see over there. Probably DeForge. And there's Taylor. Taylor to LaPlante. LaPlante sends it out. Oh, tries to. Picked up at the point by the white team. And LaPlante does get it out. They'll have to regroup. A good pressure by DeForge. Way to go, Cullen. Sorry, I had to give a shout out there. That was good effort. All right, that's Cullen over to Dr. J. Dr. J sends it deep, and he's a speed demon, so he's going to get his own puck. But he's helped out there by LaPlante, who gets it centered to DeForge, but it's swatted away by the D. This is the white team who has the puck. They're skating through. We're giving him a lot of space. We need to put a little bit more pressure on there. Well, he's just going to dance around all of us. All right, well, not too long. Looks like Marshall got that. I think Marshall got the puck away from him. All right, they're offsides, and we're going to switch lines. Hannick, Baker, Marks, Peterson, Pyatt. That's a lot less fun without the nicknames. All right, we're facing off on our blue line. Black wins the face-off back to the D. That was Marks who took the face-off. We are fighting for the puck on the boards, and Baker comes away with it. Here's Baker, Biscuit Maker coming on in. He sends it deep. Good play by Baker there to get that deep into our offensive zone. Puck comes back to Baker. Oh, Baker's tripped. No call, though. Peterson, good stick. Peterson sends it over to Hannick. Hannick is onside. Everybody's onside. All right, Baker has the puck, and he's behind the white net. Sends it over to Pyatt. Pyatt to number 10. Marks sends it over to the side. It's tipped on a stick by White. Oh, nice stick by Baker. Baker's onside. Well, he's always going to be onside. I keep saying that weird. Oh, wow, that came. Oh, that's a fight for the puck, but it's covered by their goalie. There was a shot taken and bounced weird off the goalie's pads. It hit the top crossbar and came back down in front of the net. And so we were scrambling for it, but the goalie covered it. 26 seconds left in the first period. That's good effort by that line. All right, we got Flitty, Mason Zarnowski, Salty Stalty, Robo, and Cholak. Well, that didn't look like anybody won that situation. But White does have the puck. White has the puck in the neutral zone. They're going to come through. They send it deep into our zone, picked up by Cholak. There's a lot of not calling things here, but as long as it's even, I really don't care. All right, there's White. White takes a shot, blocked by Robert. Looks like the first period's going to end here. All right. Well, that's the end of the first period. This first period was brought to you by some gloves because it is cold as boo in this rink this morning. So gloves would be handy. All right. Looks like we're about to to start the second period here. 15 minutes on the clock. We are down 0-2. We've got Robo and Cholak out on D. We've got Waller the Baller, Sir Kennedy, and Addie the Baddie out on the forward line. Everybody going to give Robert... Oh, wait. Hold on. That's Sully. Okay, we got Sully in goal now. Everybody going to give Sully some love there. And looks like the puck's coming into our zone after the face-off. Picked up by Cholak. Cholak over to Robo. Cholak has the puck. Oh, wow, that guy just bounced off of Cholak. Sorry, that was hilarious. He went to go hit Cholak, and it was like rubber. He just bounced right off. Y'all are going to have to mark that moment. You're going to want to go back and look at that. That was funny. Okay, White has the puck in the neutral zone. They send it deep in our zone. Robo's going to pick up the puck behind our own net. He sends it around, but it bounces weird off the boards and comes to the center. That is not where we want the puck. All right, here's Waller. Waller has the puck. He's going to skate through the neutral zone. He tips it into our offensive zone. And there's Waller chasing his own puck. He's fighting. White gets the puck. I mean, not actually fighting, like working hard. And White ices the puck, and we'll go back down into their zone. I feel like there's a lot of icing in this game. I don't really like icing. All right, we've got LaPlante, Day4J, Dr. J, DT4, and the Barty Party out on for black. We're going to face off to the left of their goalie. And White wins that face-off, and they come tumbling in. They have a breakaway. We're trying to catch them, and we do not, but Sully is there to stop that puck. And we are fighting again on the boards, and that puck goes out of play. Okay. 13:40 left in the second. Same people out. Facing off at their blue, or our blue line, sorry. All right, we win that face-off, but then White gets it in the neutral zone. We're fighting for it. Here's DT4. DT4 tries to get up to Marshall. Marshall can't quite get that pass. Alv's going for that. Comes up. Cullen is fighting hard over there. Picked up at the point there by 21, the Barty Party. And there's Alves. Alves sends it deep. DeForget is going to try to get that, but White gets there first. And White has the puck. Dr. J fighting for it. Well, we are doing some good work here, but it just sort of looks messy. Icing on White. All right, Marks, Hannick. Hannick, we need Hannick to cause some panic. It's time. I feel it. The panic. He's going to cause it. All right, we're facing off to the left of their goalie with Hannick to take the face off. Baker Biscuit Maker on his left and Marks on his right. Sneaky Pete and GCP in the back. And White gets the puck after the face-off, but it's quickly taken by Baker Biscuit Maker, who sends it back into our offensive zone deep. Good play there. White picks it up, though, and they send it around the boards. Pyatt gets there, and, he got there, but it kind of bounced weird off his stick. So then White took the puck. White sends it in the direction of our zone, but it's picked up by Sneaky Pete. Sneaky Pete and Hannick on the rush there. Well, it wasn't much of a rush. It was. All right, Marks has the puck. Mark tries to get a pass off, but it's intercepted by White. White has it in the neutral zone. White to White pass, a D-to-D pass there in the neutral zone. And White sends it deep. Oh, that should have been icing. He was on the other side of the red line, but whatever. I'm sick of icing, so I'm kind of glad I wasn't. All right. Puck comes out. White will need to regroup. Good pressure by Hannick. He was causing panic. See, I told you. Well, Marks gets the puck into our zone, and there's Pyatt to send it deep from the blue line. All right. There's Marks putting pressure on. Marks trying to take the puck. There's a definite size difference between like Marks and Waller, Cholak, and some of the kids on White. All right, White sends it over in the direction of our zone, and well, it sneaks in our zone. It just sort of tribbles in there. All right, there's Pyatt. Pyatt up to somebody. I don't know what's happening. All right, Salty Stalty had it in the neutral zone. This is like hard to call because it just keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right, Cholak and Robo out on D. Mason Zarnowski, Salty Stalty, and Flitty on the ice for forward line for Black. Stalty is going to take the face-off at our own blue line. We'll see White won that face-off. Not really sure. All right. Cholak sends it around behind our net and around the boards. Robo's going to pick it up. Robo sends it up to Mason Zarnowski. And that's Mason. Mason has the puck. And then White had it, and they shot from the blue line, missed the net. And White has the puck. They send it across the crease, but nothing happens there. Nice stick by Cholak to get that puck out. Oh, God, icing. .10:42 left in the second. This is the Ice Baby game. All right. We got Addie, Sir Kennedy, the Barty Party, Waller the Baller, and DT4 out for Black. We're facing off to the left of Sully. And again, if you missed it, Sully's now in goal. Robert was in for the first period. Oh my God. Dude. It's the most amount of icing ever. All right. We need to pump down the icing. I'm going to quit my job if I have to say icing again. All right. Oh, let's see. I'm going to focus here. White has the puck in their own zone. They send it up, they're in our zone. They take a shot from the point, but it hit Waller the Baller on the way in and did not get near the net. Oh, good effort by DT4 here. DT4 says, get physical, physical. All right. Damn it. Oh, thank God it's not icing. I thought it was going to be icing again. All right. Here's Addie behind our own net. Sully's going to cover it. He says, I'm not taking any chances here. There's some pushing and shoving over there. All right. We've got LaPlante, DeForge, Dr. J, Peterson, and Pyatt. An errant shot, and then covered by Sully. 9:47 left in the second, still 0-2. And just for everybody at home, when I say 0-2, I'm always saying our score first, so that means we're losing. So White team has 2, and we have 0. All right, Pyatt is going after that puck. White has the puck behind our net. Good pressure by Pyatt. Pyatt's hustling. They take a shot, miss the net. And let's see, that's a trip. Come on. Here's LaPlante with the puck. LaPlante looking for a friend. He gets it over. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Look at that! That was LaPlante to DeForge to the back of the net. And that's a goal for Black. That was awesome. Sorry, that was my baby, so I had to get excited. Heck yeah. That's a 2-7 goal. Well, it was a 2-7 assist, but it was a 1-2 goal from 2-7. All right. I like that. This mama gets it in the nick of time. All right. Same lines out. All right. LaPlante sends it. Well, I think that was him. I don't know. All right. We're offsides. All right. 9:02 left in the second. 1-2 is the score. All right. We got a new line out. Baker, biscuit maker. Hannick. About to cause some panic. Marks. Oh, no, sorry. That's Waller. Oh, no. I said it right. It's Marks. In the backcourt, we got Cholak and Robo. We are in our zone. And, that's out. So White tried to send it to their D, and they did send it to the D. It just came out of the zone. Step up. Oh, nice job by Cholak. Step up and take that puck. That White playing good D there. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Good save by Sully. Oh, man. There's a pileup. What the heck? How there is not a call there, I do not know. I mean, it could have been on either one of us, but oh, my. Friendly fire here. Cholak and Hannick run into each other. There's just some chaos happening here. All right, we're in the neutral zone. And, oh, my. I mean, what on earth? Pure chaos here. Hannick has his arm, almost ripped off. No call. I mean, all right. I always wanted to see a friendly stay friendly here. Hopefully we can do that. All right, it looks like we have Baker, biscuit maker with Salty. Oh, wow, that was almost a goal there. Good opportunity for us. All right, Baker has the puck. Baker tries to get it past the white jersey, but he can't. White jersey sends it deep into our zone. 7.5 minutes left in this second period. That's the Barty party fighting for that puck. Shot taken, saved by Sully. Oh, somebody broke a stick. I think it's on their team. I think that happened a while ago, actually, because it's just a part of a stick sticking back there. All right, we tried to center. It's intercepted by White. We're in our offensive zone now. But now White has the puck, and they're going to send it to the neutral zone. Picked up by Zarnowski. That is Mason Zarnowski, not Z-Man. Here's White with the puck. They have some fancy moves, but they get pushed to the side. Good stick by Sully, who sends it into the neutral zone. It's going to be picked up in our zone, or in their zone by White. White D-to-D pass in their own zone, sends it to the neutral zone. White skating into our zone. Whoa. That was crazy. That was a shot, but it hit some stick first, and then it went really high. Sully saves. Sorry, there's a ref in my way. It's loose out front. Okay, that was a lot of chaos, but did not end up in any kind of goal, so that's good. What happened there is the puck was loose, and just a lot of, fighting for the puck, and Sully was laying down, still, swatting everything. Playing his heart out like he does. All right, Sneaky Pete. GCP on D. We've got, who we got out there? Waller the Baller, Sir Kennedy, and Addie out there. All right, Sir Kennedy to take the face off to the right of Sully. 6:06 left in the second. 1-2 is the score. Kennedy wins the face off to the D. Oh, that was a good try. Addie tried to get it to Kennedy, but went to the skate. Good effort, though. All right, White has the puck in our zone. They take a shot. It's blocked on the way in. Waller has the puck. Waller's skating up. Waller sends it. Saved by their goalie. All right, we will face off to the left of their goalie in white zone. Sir Kennedy to take the face off. I like it when we have that little like stacked stance for the face off. I don't know what that means, but I like it. It's fancy. Okay. That was a little bit of a tie-up after the face-off, but White comes away with it. They do the rainbow pass into our zone. Pyatt's fighting for it. Whoa, that is a high stick. High stick. Well, no one's paying me to be a ref, so I'm just talking, but... And that Sully covers that. 5:12 left in the second period. We've got Dr. J, LaPlante, Desforges, Cholak A, and Robo A out on the ice for Black. I spend it all. All right. Dr. J wins that face-off back to Cholak. Cholak sends that over to Robo. Robo to Desforges. Comes back to Robo. Robo sends it to the blue line, but it's kept in by White. They send it deep. I don't know what's happening. All right, White comes away with that board, with the puck after the board battle. All right, and Robo's fighting for it. LaPlante comes to help out. LaPlante gets the puck and then quickly has it taken away. And Robo has the puck and he's sending it around. I think it was the White player actually sending it around. DeForge looking for a friend, tries to hit 27, but it's intercepted by White. But DeForge does a rainbow pass deep into our offensive zone. Oh, good keep by Robo. Robo sends it across, trying to get it to Dr. J. Oh, he got it to Marshall. Marshall took a shot and a rebound attempt by Dr. J. Two good saves by their goalie. All right, Barty Party and DT4 coming out on the D line. We're going to keep LaPlante, Desforges, and Dr. J out for Black on the forward line, facing off to the right of their goalie. We win that face-off, but it sneaks by DT4, picked up by White, and they try to pass it across, but the Barty Party gets a piece of it. Barty Party picks it up. Oh, he's tripped. Come on, we got to call something in this game. All right, well, whatever. All right. White has the puck in the neutral zone, picked up by DT4, sends it up to Alves. Somehow it pops up and goes into our zone, but I think they're offsides. All right, 3:47 left in the second. 1-2 is the score. Getting a line change here. We'll get Griffin and Peterson in the back. Marks, Hannick, and Baker in the front. Hannick's going to take the face-off. Looks like White wins that face-off. They're going to send it in the direction of our zone. And let's see what's happening here. Well, it's still in our zone. It's behind the net. Here's Sneaky Pete. Sneaky Pete up to Baker Biscuit Maker, who is doing his Baker thing, fighting for the puck, working hard. All right, that is somehow in the neutral zone, and White picks it up. Good pressure by Hannick. He's attempting to cause that panic. There's Marks fighting for the puck. We're trying to keep it out in our zone, but it is just hanging out by the blue line. Oh, God. That didn't. That looked like it snuck out, but maybe it didn't. All right, here's Sneaky Pete. Sneaky Pete trying to get it up to 7, but it did not work. It's in our zone. Pyatt has the puck. Pyatt up to Marks. Marks to Hannick. Hannick has the puck. He's going to skate in. He tried to get through White. Doesn't quite work, but that's all right. His friend Marks is there to help out. Oh, that is high, and then we bounce it all around and lots of crazy things. Here's Marks. All right, Pyatt takes a shot from the blue line. It's blocked by their goalie. Puck is where I can't see it. We did get a line change there. We got Salty Stalty, Flitty, and Mason Zarnowski on the ice. They take a shot, saved by Sully. Sneaky Pete's there. Sneaky Pete to Pyatt. White picks up the puck. Pyatt's putting the pressure on. Salty Stalty's putting the pressure on. Puck's loose. Sully's trying to cover. He didn't get the cover, but Flitty came around with the puck. Came away with the puck. Flitty sends it deep. Flitty is chasing. Flitty's got his wheels on right there. Oops, but he accidentally left the puck behind. We got a D change here. We got Cholak and Robo. That's Robo. Robo sends it up. Tries to get it to Flitty. And we're offsides. Oh, have I mentioned that it's cold in here? All right, 1:41 left in the second period. Line change here. We've got the Barty Party and DT4 on D. We've got Addie, Sir Kennedy, and Waller the Baller on the forward line. And White has the puck. And then we pick it up, DT4. Going to send it deep, but that's icing. So icing on us. We'll go down to our zone. Minute and a half left in the second. Oh, looks like we got LaPlante out there. LaPlante, Sir Kennedy, DT4, the Barty Party. And Waller. I have no idea what just happened, but now we're going to take the face off at the blue line. I do not know what's happening here. All right, Marshall's out. I don't, or like on the ice. I don't know what was happening there. It's kind of a somehow I don't know why we moved that face off to the blue line, but there's White. White sends a puck into our zone. It's coming around the boards, hot and fast there. Picked up by Waller. Waller to Sir Kennedy. Sir Kennedy with a fancy move there. I like that. It was like a dance move. All right, here's Sir Kennedy. He tries to get over to Waller, but it hits one of the White players before can get there. White in the neutral zone, going to skate it into our zone. The Barty Party putting the pressure on. Shot taken, saved by Sully, pushed to the back. Shot taken, saved by Sully. And puck sneaks out. No icing, tipped by the White jersey. Shot taken, saved by their goalie. It's loose, and we get a goal. Backdoor rebound goal there. I think that was Kennedy. Let's see. Actually, I'm not sure. Oh, Waller. I'm going to take Kennedy for the assist there because I think he shot the initial. Let me see. Oh, they said 11 unassisted, but I'm pretty sure that Kennedy took that shot to start with. I would give 91 the assist if I were making the rules. All right, we have a tied game, folks. It's 2-2. 39 seconds left in the second period. That's Dr. J to take the face-off. LaPlante gets that puck after the face-off. Dr. J won it over to him. And he sent it into the zone. It came out. Now they're back in the zone. LaPlante putting the pressure on there. And Dr. J now putting the pressure on as White skates through the neutral zone. They send it deep and around the boards. That's a favorite play of theirs. It's a good play. All right. Here's Sneaky Pete with the puck. Sneaky Pete going to send it across the ice. Oh, good read. He saw DeForge up there. I didn't even see him up there, but he saw it. All right, DeForge tries to center. It's picked up by White. And that's the end of the second period. I'll put this down for just a second. All right, folks, we are about to begin the third period here in Wake Forest, North Carolina. This has felt like all right. 15 minutes on the clock. It's a tied game, 2-2. Got Baker, Marks, and Hannock on the forward line. Peterson and Pyatt on D. All right. I like the music we got going on today. 14U AAA bringing the tunes here. All right. All right. Well, I don't know. I think we won that face-off, and then now we're in our O zone. All right. That is Marks going for the puck. Oh, Hannock has the puck now. Hannock, not sure what he's doing. Let's see. He's going behind the net. Oh, my God. That guy, basically choked Hannock. I mean, I hope that's not icing. It is. So much icing in this game. All right, Salty, Flitty, Robo, Cholak, and someone who only wants to be referred to as Mason on the ice for Black. Here's White. White has the puck. They're coming through the neutral zone into our zone. White's pushed to the side, but then they come around the net. Now it's where I can't see it. They try to center, but it's picked up by Zarnowski, who gets it to Cholak. Cholak tries to send it out, but it's kept in by White. Oh, there you go, Stalty. Stalty gets it out, and Zarnowski's clears. No icing. Flitty's fighting for that. He's got the wheels. He's putting the pressure on, but White gets the puck in their own zone. They send it out, and geez Louise, we know what that's going to be. So much icing in this game. I just gave your music a shout out. I said, we got some good tunes going. All right. They're going to face off to the left of their goalie after an icing call. You wouldn't believe it. We've had an icing call. All right. Sir Kennedy to take the face off with Addy and Waller on his wings. The Barty Party putting some pressure on here. And DT4 is his D-man partner. All right. Shot, blocked. I mean, it never really made it there. It was deflected. All right. What are we doing? I'm losing my focus here in the third period. All right. Addy over to Waller. Waller has the puck. He sends it up. Trying to get in the zone here. We're still in the neutral zone. And we're playing around at the blue line, and somehow we're in and on sides. White takes the puck, though. And who's going to get the puck now? White. White has the puck. They pass through. They're going to skate through the neutral zone. DT4 needs to catch up. They take a shot, and a breakaway goal for White. Now we'll go down a goal. 2-3, 12:55 left in the game. See if I can figure out. I think that was number 12. I think that's Norris again. Yep. I think there's a couple people from the other team listening, so I was trying to tell you who scored the goals. But all right, we've got Dr. J, LaPlante, J. Forget, Sneaky Pete, and GCP on the ice. That puck is in our zone. And it is in the corner where I can't see it, but it's picked up by White. Shot taken, saved by Sully. It pops out front. We're trying to get that out, and we do. LaPlante has the puck. LaPlante sends it up. Desforger is going to chase it. White gets there first. White has the puck. They try to send it out, and it goes out of play. Same line out. Facing off to the left of their goalie. 12:23 left in the game. 2-3 game. Black wins the face-off. Oh, good try. Griffin tried to get that across to Sneaky Pete. We're offsides. All right. I think we get intentional offsides there. Go to the red line. Same forward line out. We got Robo and Cholak in the back. Dr. J to take the face-off. Somebody got kicked off with a face-off there. I think we win that face-off. Robo gets it up to Dr. J. He's going to skate it in. Dr. J sends it deep, and it's tumbling, muffing around the net there. Picked up by White. They send it out. White has it in the neutral zone, skates into our zone. They take a shot. It's high. We have the puck, I think. I can't really see that side. All right. Here's Cholak. Cholak trying to decide what to do. Maybe waits a little too long there, a little too much pressure. White takes the puck. Glove saved by Sully. Anik, Baker, Biscuit Maker, Party, Marks, and Sneaky Pete on the ice for Black. We're going to face off to the left of Sully with 11:41 left in the game. Anik to take the face off. All right, let's see. That was Anik to Baker. Baker turns on the afterburners. He's skating fast, and he sends that deep. And look at him. He says, I can dump and chase. And that's what he does. Puck's over on the side. It comes out. Marks was in front. Lots of white jerseys around him, though. Marks to Cholak. How did Cholak get it? Or, sorry, that was the Barty party. I was like, that didn't make any sense. All right. You'll never guess what that was. That was icing. This is a game of 100,000 icings. All right. I've got Barty and Sneaky Pete in the back. I've got Salty Stalty, Flitty, and none other than Mason Zarnowski. All right, there's Salty Stalty trying to get it over to Flitty, but Flitty's tied up, so Salty helps out. He gets it to Mason. Mason tries to center, and he does. Lots of white jerseys crowding the crease, though. White gets it out, picked up by Barty. Barty tries a D-to-D pass, but it's intercepted. And White has the puck in our zone. Somebody lost like the little cap at the top of their stick. All right, there's Zarnowski. He has the puck. He takes a shot, misses. Kind of think it hits the side of the net. Kept in there by Peterson. Peterson's up. We've got Flitty covering. And White has the puck behind their own net. They send it up. And Sneaky Pete's there. Sneaky Pete to Stalty. Stalty sends it over. A little over 10 minutes left in this game. Get there. Shot taken. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my. That guy, okay, there's some chaos happening. That was almost a goal there. It was like sitting for at least like 2 seconds behind Sully, who didn't know where the puck was. There's like all kinds of stuff on the ice here. We've got a mouth guard. We've got a piece of something. All right. This is making me lose my focus. Okay. Waller has the puck. Waller sends it through the neutral zone. No icing. Thank the Lord above. Waller's going to skate that down. Good speed by Waller to get there. We've got Waller and Sir Kennedy, Pyatt, Cholak, and Addy out. We're offsides. I think it's messing us up from time to time to not be able to do the tag up offsides, but it is what it is. But every time we do that, we get called for intentional offsides, which it is. All right. Sir Kennedy to take the face off at the red line. Okay, well, we have the puck. I'm not going to say anybody won that, but all right, here's Addy. Addy skating through. Addy looking for a friend. He tries to find Waller, but that pass is intercepted. And that's a white-to-white pass in the neutral zone. They pass it over. They take a shot, saved by Sully, and covered by Sully after the rebound attempt. Nice goaltending by Sully there. All right, we've got DeForge. That's the DeForge, LaPlante, Dr. J line. Looks like we've got Robo and the Barty Party on D. Dr. J to take the face off. And we'll say we won that face off. Like I said, I get to say what I want to say. Oh, the puck is it's in the back of the net there. I mean, we're going to come up with every reason to stop this game. Icings galore, pucks going out of play. It's going to be like a 14-hour game by the time we get done. All right, rinse and repeat. Same face-off, same location, same guys. All right, White wins that face-off. LaPlante tries to clear, hits the skate of the White player, and then Robo's able to clear. White picks it up in the neutral zone. They send it into the zone. I mean, that's icing, but I'm so glad they didn't call it. All right, here's the Barty Party. Barty Party sends it over. It's picked up in the neutral zone by LaPlante. LaPlante is, he has the puck knocked out of bounds, but Dr. J comes to help. Oh, God, please no icing. All right, nice stick by Robo. They take a shot, saved by Sully, and picked up by Dr. J. Dr. J sends it over to Marshall, but doesn't quite get the mark there. Somehow it ends up back in our zone, and it's icing, believe it or not. All right, still a 2-3 game, 7:56 left in the game. We're going to face off in White zone after they ice the puck. All right, Mason, Cameron, Nate, Griffin, Ben on the ice for Black. That's right, I'm going all first names on this round. All right, here's Nate. Nate takes a shot, misses the net. Mason goes for it. Stalty has it, sends it over to Mason. Then Stalty gets it back. Pyatt's fighting for it. Sneaks out by Pyatt. This was a weird tumbling muffin. White has the puck. They try, that's a goal by number 27 on White. A little give and go. 7:31 left in the game. 4-2. I tried to hear what the ref said. I said 27 from 40 something, but I couldn't quite hear him. All right, 91 on our team to take the face off. That's Sir Kennedy to you. Waller the baller and Addy on his wings. Cholak has the puck, gets it over to Robo. Robo sends it out. Caught in the neutral zone by White. They send it deep. Picked up by Robo. To Addy. Addy's there. Oh, the puck kind of gets away from him. Oh, great attempt to center that. Robo takes a shot, and there's a tumble and muffin for sure. Good, another shot there. Their goalie sits on it. A good goaltending there by White's goalie too. As we threw a lot of shots on net there. lot of saves. All right, same line out. We're going to face off to the left of White's goalie, 7:04 left in the game. 2-4 is the score. Black down by 2 goals. Kennedy to take the face-off. All right, Kennedy wins it back to Robo. Robo takes a nice low shot from the point. It hit about 3 or 4 people on the way in. Covered by Sully. That puck kind of went the length of the ice, and Sully saw lots of white jerseys coming, so he covered. Good call. All right, Dr. J, LaPlante, Desforges, Cholak, and Robo out on the ice for Black, facing off to Sully's left. 6:52 left in the game. 2-4 is the score. Dr. J wins the faceoff back to our D, but Cholak loses his edge there. Couldn't quite get it. Now there's a lot of pushing and shoving behind this net. I think once again the puck goes in the back of the net, though. All right, same line, same face-off location here. All right. I think we won that face-off, but Dr. J on the ground there. White picks up the puck. They take a shot, hits Pyatt's back, and goes over deep in the zone. Dr. J fighting for it. Desforges, that's Sneaky Pete over there helping out. And Pyatt sends it around to Desforges. That he gets it to Alves. Here's Alves, dumps it deep. Alves and LaPlante on the chase. White sends it around. Desforges comes to help. Desforges looking for a friend, but oh no, the white team tried to send it out. They hit the ref. Poor guy. That can't feel good. All right, we need to wait till we're on sides. We are. LaPlante takes it in the zone. No call on the trip there. I'm not sure if it really was a trip. He kind of just fell down. All right, here's Alves. Alves to LaPlante. And White has the puck. White sends it up. They're going to skate through the neutral zone. They send it deep. Yeah, that's icing. He didn't quite make it over the red line. Nordy. Yeah, he needed about, 4 more steps. 2 more steps, maybe. All right. Well, White ices the puck, and it's 5.5 minutes left in the game. Score is 2-4. We're down by 2 goals. Baker, Biscuit Maker, Salty, Mason, the Barty Party, and Cholak on the ice for us. White has the puck. Cholak's there to put the hurt on the defense, and they take a shot, and they cover. Or Sully covers, sorry. Good save by Sully. All right, Stalty to take the face-off in our zone to the right of Sully. We'll say, White wins that face-off. I can't really see it anyway. White has the puck, nonetheless. They center. They take a shot, blocked by Sully, swatted to the side by our D. And, God, that's the one spot I can't see. Sorry. 5 minutes in the game. I hear some rumors of a running clock. I think we might be running out of time. And let's see. Oh, nice job. There's Salty. It's one Salty, one White, and the White takes the puck away. That was a good attempt, though. White has the puck. They take a shot, miss the net. And White has the puck, sends it. Oh, tries to send it into our zone. Oh, now they do. White with some fancy moves here. They can't get the shot off. And what's happening here? Puck is jumping around. There we go. Here we go. No icing. Addie's there. Everybody keeps losing the top of their stick. All right, Hannick has the puck. And now White has the puck. We got to get on sides here. Robo has it. Robo sends it across the neutral zone. White picks it up. White sends it deep. No icing. Thank goodness. Had enough of that. All right. Whoa. All right, White has the puck. Sends it to the point. Shot attempt from the point, but it's blocked by us. And let's see. This line looks tired. I think we need a line change here. Hannick's putting the pressure on. Addie picks up the puck. Addie has the puck. He's looking to center. Does try to center. We can't quite get a shot off there. White has the puck. Send it through the neutral zone. Oh, my God. Don't go all the way. All right. Sneaky Pete gets it. Sends it back towards Addie. Addie with the rainbow pass. Picked up by Kennedy. Gets it to Marks. Oh, it's spinning around. Here we go. We'll get another try. That one doesn't end up any different. Peterson has the puck. What's he going to do? He's going to send it up to Baker, Biscuit Maker. Here's Baker. Baker to Waller. Oh, Waller is smushed. But he's fine. All right, looks like we are going to have a running clock here for the rest of the game. All right, not that we haven't really had a stop yet, but all right. Okay, Pyatt has the puck. It's Pyatt and Peterson in the back. It's Marks, Sir Kennedy, and Baker, Biscuit Maker in the front. White picks up the puck in the neutral zone, sends it up. LaPlante's on the ice. DeForge is on the ice. Dr. J's on the ice on the forward line. And Peterson tries to get up to LaPlante. White's offsides. Now that's got to be intentional offsides too. If we're going to get called for it, that's intentional. But apparently it's not when they do it. Or perhaps I don't know what that is, which is also possible. All right. And Alves has the puck. Oh no, Jay Forget with a spill. Pyatt has the puck. He gets up though. Ice is slippery. All right, we're in our zone. And White has the puck. White backhands it deep. White picks it up. White going behind our net. Cholak putting pressure on. Nice job by Alves. Alves tries to clear. It hits the skate of one of the White players. White has the puck. They took a shot, but it missed the net, by the way. Minute left in the game. Oh, puck is loose out front. Gosh, Sully is so calm. He's like, I know my D has this. Here comes Dave Forget. He sends it. Swallowed by their goalie. We're running the clock. We're going to get a quick line change here. Only 45 seconds left in the game, though, so we got to do this quick. Still 2-4. Salty. Let's see. Mason. Porter. White wins the face-off. They're coming in. And they try to get a pass across. Doesn't quite work. White has the puck. 22 seconds left in the game. They center. It's loose out front. Good defense by Black here. Puck comes out. White picks it up in their own zone. Good pressure by Porter. Nate is putting on the pressure as well. Robo gets a stick on that. And nice job by Mason. And that's going to be the end of the game, folks. All right, end of the game is 2-4. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you later.